On the hills overlooking the Turkish border, you can see refugee camps inside Syria glinting in the sun. Just a few kilometres to the north is the Turkish town of Kilis, which serves as an example of what can be done to help outside Syria if the will is there. The 90,000 who live here have been joined by 120,000 Syrians, who Turkey has refused to turn its back on. They in turn have set up businesses and worked together with their hosts. Just outside the centre, these women were making firewood with their children. They've been here for 4 years. Not an easy life, but, said this woman, they'd been welcomed. She said she had no intention of attempting the journey across Turkey and into Greece. That's likely to be because Kilis has opened its front doors to the Syrians. So Kilis has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize for all this. They believe their efforts so deserving, they've even invited the European leader they admire the most, Germany's Angela Merkel, to come and visit. It's become standard for European commentators to write Turkey off for its perceived authoritarianism, lack of press freedoms, alleged human rights violations and so on. But the contrast between the way in which Turkey is managing the refugee crisis and the chaos of the European Union couldn't really be any greater. Frankly, it's quite hard to think of a single European town or city that could be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in the way that Kilis has been. So what then do the authorities say to a Europe of increasingly closed borders?
Kilis
today hosts more Syrians than its own population. Citizens of Kilis share their city, their streets and even their air with Syrians. We believe that the example of Kilis should be recognized by the EU and all countries in the United Nations. And this is why we think Kilis should be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
Of course, elsewhere in Turkey there's huge resentment towards the refugees, but not in Kilis. European complaints about human rights in Turkey have a very odd ring to them here. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera, Kilis, southern Turkey.